Imagine, if you will, a colossal tree standing at the center of existence, so vast that its crown brushes the stars and its roots dig deep into the very fabric of 9 distinct worlds. This is Yggdrasil, the world tree, the axis upon which all of Norse mythology turns. Yet tonight, the gods dream uneasy dreams. In those visions, the leaves of Yggdrasil begin to fall. Its mighty roots tremble. From the deepest darkness beneath the earth, the dragon Níðhöggr's roar reverberates, gnawing relentlessly at the tree's base with apocalyptic fury. This is no ordinary nightmare. This is a prophecy of Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods. And at the very heart of this cataclysm, Yggdrasil's fate hangs in the balance. Will the world tree fall with the rest of creation, or could it be the last hope, the seed of renewal? Let us journey together through the most epic tale of Norse mythology. Yggdrasil is no ordinary tree. Its very name means Odin's steed, a cryptic title, until we recall that in Norse lore, the gallows are called the steed of the hanged. It was upon this tree that Odin himself hung for 9 days and 9 nights, sacrificing himself to himself, seeking the wisdom of the runes. Yggdrasil is depicted as a massive ash tree, its trunk rising through the cosmos, its branches spreading wide enough to shade all the worlds, its roots anchoring reality itself. 3 great roots extend from Yggdrasil, each connecting to a different realm. The first root plunges toward Asgard, home of the Æsir gods, and lies beside the well of Surtr, the well of fate. Here, 3 mysterious beings, the Norns, tend the well, weaving the destinies of all creatures. The second route reaches into Jotunheim, land of the frost giants, near Mimir's well, source of all wisdom. Guarded by the enigmatic Mimir, the third route descends to Hel, realm of the dead, where the wellspring, Hvergelmir bubbles, source of all rivers. Upon the topmost branches, a great unnamed eagle keeps watch, and between its eyes perches a hawk called Vedrfolnir. At the base, the dreadful dragon Níðhöggr ceaselessly chews upon the roots, threatening the very stability of the tree. Darting up and down the trunk is Ragnarok, the ever-mischievous squirrel, ferrying barbed insults between the eagle above and the dragon below, stoking their enmity. 4 stags, Dine, Divalin, Dunair, and Durathror, graze on the tree's tender shoots, each representing part of the endless cycle of life and decay. Dew, sweet as honey, drips from Yggdrasil's leaves, nourishing the world below. The 9 worlds themselves, Asgard, Midgard, Alfheim, Vanaheim, Jotunheim, Svartalfheim, Muspelheim, Niflheim, and Hel, are all bound together through the branches and roots of Yggdrasil. The world tree does not merely connect these realms, it is the reason they exist at all, the axis mundi upon which the cosmos spins. But even something as mighty as Yggdrasil is not immune to change. In the ancient poem Völuspá, the seeress recounts for Odin the signs by which the gods will know Ragnarok draws near. The first and most ominous sign is the trembling of Yggdrasil. The ash Yggdrasil shivers, the old tree groans. Why does the world tree shake? Because the cosmic balance is failing. Níðhöggr, the dragon who has gnawed at the roots for millennia with little effect, now grows ever more voracious. No longer content to devour roots alone, it feasts savagely on the souls of the dead, especially murderers, oath-breakers, and those who have betrayed sacred trust. The poison and rot it brings seep deeper and deeper. Ragnarok, the squirrel, becomes more than a mere mischief maker. No longer delivering harmless banter, he now spreads real malice and resentment between the eagle and the dragon, sowing discord up and down the world tree. The 4 stags, once content with what they had, now grow greedy and gluttonous, stripping too many leaves and weakening the branches. Even the sweet dewdrops that once fell from the leaves turn bitter and acrid, a sign that the very life force of the cosmos is ebbing away. The health of Yggdrasil is the health of the universe, and now both are failing. As the omens multiply, the gods realize that the end is upon them. Ragnarok is not merely a battle. It is a cosmic unraveling, and at its center, Yggdrasil stands as both silent witness and participant. Ragnarok begins with a winter like no other, Fimbulwinter. 3 years without summer, snow falling endlessly, the world locked in ice and darkness. Yggdrasil's leaves wither and fall, its branches is weighed down by endless frost. The creatures that dwell upon it, eagles, stags, squirrels, flee or fall silent. Then, chaos is unleashed. The monstrous wolf Fenrir, long bound by the gods, snaps his magical fetters. Shol and Hati, wolfish pursuers of the sun and moon, finally catch their prey, plunging the world into utter blackness. Yggdrasil stands shrouded in shadow as light itself is devoured. Loki, the trickster, breaks free from his torturous bonds. He gathers the forces of chaos, giants, monsters, and the dishonored dead. Rallying them for the final confrontation, the armies of order and chaos converge at Vigrid, the great battlefield which lies beneath the shadow of Yggdrasil's fading branches. Yggdrasil does not fight, but it bears silent witness to the slaughter. Odin faces Fenrir and is swallowed whole. Thor kills the world serpent Jormungandr, but succumbs to its venomous bite. Freyr, lacking his magical sword, falls to the fire giant Surtr. Tyr and the monstrous hound Garmr destroy each other. Heimdall and Loki meet in mutual destruction. And then comes the final devastation. Surtr, the flaming giant from Muspelheim, raises his sword aloft. The flames leap higher, consuming all in their path. Gods, monsters, mortals, and the very worlds themselves. Even Yggdrasil, the eternal world tree, is engulfed in the inferno. Or so at least, the story seems to end. Yet there is a deeper layer to the myth, one that speaks not of annihilation, but of renewal. For Ragnarok is not the final chapter, but a turning of the cosmic wheel. Even as fire rages, the roots of Yggdrasil endure, deep beneath the surface. From the ashes, the tree's vitality persists, hidden from view, waiting for the right moment to burst forth anew. And within the hollow trunk of Yggdrasil, 2 human beings have taken shelter, Líf and Lífþrasir. Their names mean life and life yearner. They are the seeds of a new humanity, protected by the world tree from the world's destruction. They live on the dew of Yggdrasil, safe from fire and chaos. When the flames die down and the smoke clears, a new world emerges, rising fresh and clean from the waves. Yggdrasil, though battered, stands once more, greener and more vibrant than ever. The surviving gods, Baldur and Hudr, return from the underworld. Vidar and Vali, sons of Odin. Modi and Magni, sons of Thor, who carry their father's hammer. And Hoenir, brother of Odin, gather in the golden fields of Yggdrasil, where Asgard once stood. They find the golden game pieces, relics of the old days, and begin to build a new civilization beneath the shade of Yggdrasil. Líf and Lífþrasir emerge from the tree, gazing in wonder at the reborn world. From them will spring a new race of humans, and the cycle of creation begins anew. This myth holds a profound philosophy at its heart. Yggdrasil's role in Ragnarok is not a mere detail, but a symbol of the eternal cycle of destruction and renewal. The world tree represents continuity amidst change. While gods, humans, and even worlds may perish, Yggdrasil endures, the constant axis around which the endless dance of existence revolves. Many cultures possess the idea of an axis mundi, a world axis that links heaven, earth, and the underworld. In Norse thought, Yggdrasil is this cosmic pillar. Even when worlds collapse, the axis remains, supporting the possibility of rebirth. Norse mythology does not fear destruction as something to be avoided at all costs. Instead, it embraces the idea that destruction is a necessary prelude to renewal. Yggdrasil embodies this principle. It must survive the ordeal of fire and chaos to nurture new life. In modern times, Yggdrasil can be seen as a symbol of nature's resilience. No matter how much humans damage the environment, nature finds ways to heal, to regenerate. But this process may demand the sacrifice of an entire civilization. On a psychological level, thinkers like Carl Jung have interpreted Yggdrasil as a symbol of the collective unconscious, the deep, enduring structures of the human psyche that persist through even the most profound transformations of consciousness. Ragnarok, then, becomes a metaphor for the death and rebirth of the self. Today, as we confront climate change, political upheaval, and social transformation. The story of Yggdrasil and Ragnarok feels more relevant than ever. It reminds us that nothing is truly permanent, but neither does anything truly end. Destruction and creation are two sides of the same coin. Even in chaos, elements of stability and hope, like Yggdrasil, endure, ready to nurture the world's renewal. Perhaps our own world will face its own Ragnarok. But if we can be like Yggdrasil, resilient, nurturing, connecting disparate worlds and peoples, then we too can be part of the solution, part of the rebirth. The world tree still stands, in myth, and in the hearts of those who believe in the power of renewal. Its branches stir in the cosmic wind, whispering the promise of new beginnings.